Welcome to our channel. When a younger woman asks for your age, she is not simply inquiring about a number. She is testing your foundation. A Stoic man understands this. The question is not meant to weigh your worth, but to reveal your confidence. Insecurity, hesitation, or desperate justification are the cracks she looks for, and cracks, no matter how small, make the entire wall crumble. A man shaped by Stoicism knows that his years are neither a burden nor an apology. They are a badge of wisdom and experience earned with every sunrise when you respond. It is not about being clever or avoiding the question. It is about embodying composure with and quiet strength. This is the man who, regardless of age, holds her attention, not because he tries to please, but because he remains unshaken by judgment. Consider this. Why does she ask? The younger woman does not seek exact years. She already knows you are older, for her eyes have seen the lines and lived in edges. What she truly seeks is assurance. Assurance that you are a man who owns his age with grace, that you are not clinging to youth as if it defines your worth, that you do not falter when tested. One understand the question, where one understand the question. Where lies the true challenge? Lies the true challenge. When a younger woman asks, how old are you? The inquiry is not about the digits etched into your past, but a subtle test of your inner fortitude. Beneath her words lies an unspoken examination. Does this man exude confidence, wisdom, and resilience? The Stoic man perceives the hidden intent, for he understands that the question itself is not a snare. It is an opportunity. Will you falter and let your years weigh you down like chains, or will you let them soar like wings of experience? The Stoic does not shrink under the gaze of such a question. He does not shield himself with nervous laughter, excuses, or feigned youthfulness. Instead, he stands tall, unshaken, embodying the poise of one who knows that age is neither a burden nor a boast. It is a silent witness to the choices you have made and the life you have forged. Every wrinkle etched upon your skin, every silver thread gracing your hair speaks not of decay, but of life lived with discipline, meaning, and intention. So why does she ask? She asks because strength, though apparent, must always be proven. It is not the number that matters to her, but the way you carry it. She seeks the calm conviction in your voice, the unshakable certainty in your gaze, and the quiet fire of a soul that has lived, learned, and grown to joke nervously or sidestep the question. Betrays insecurity, a crack in the armor, but the man who replies with unwavering calm, who sees no shame in his ears, but pride in his journey, becomes something more. He becomes timeless, for in truth the Stoic man knows that his power lies not in escaping age, but in mastering it. He turns the years into an arsenal of wisdom, the trials into trophies of endurance, and the moments of doubt into stepping stones for unyielding strength. 2. Why confidence matters. The 2. Why confidence matters. The Stoic advantage. Stoic advantage to the Stoic confidence is not the roar of arrogance, nor the brittle mask of false pride. It is the quiet, unshakable calm of a man who knows who he is and what he stands for. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Likewise, the truest antidote to insecurity is not to combat it with noise, but to embody confidence so profound that it renders all doubt relevant. A younger woman is not unsettled by the number of your years. She is unsettled by your uncertainty about them. When a man says, "I'm 45, but I look younger," his words betray a hidden plea, an attempt to win approval. A quiet desperation to be seen as enough. This is not the way of the Stoic. Such men surrender their worth to the fleeting opinions of others, hoping to gather scraps of validation. But the Stoic knows that his value is not determined by how he is perceived. It is anchored deeply in the principles he lives, by confidence in its purest form is magnetic. It draws her attention, not because you seek to impress her, but because you radiate something rare, self-assurance. Untouched by external noise, you are a man who carries his ears like a well-forged sword. Sharp, earned and unyielding, you own your story, every scar, every triumph, every lesson etched into the fabric of your life. The Stoic man never bends to the temptation to prove himself or chase after fleeting admiration. He does not shrink from his age, nor does he wear it like a burden. Instead, he carries it as armor, silent, unbreakable, a testament to a life lived with purpose and discipline. He knows that years do not diminish him. They refine him, like tempered steel becomes stronger, with time radiating a strength that needs no validation in this. The Stoic man finds his advantage. He becomes the embodiment of certainty in a world plagued by doubt, and that quiet confidence so rare, so unwavering, speaks louder than any words ever could. 3. How to respond with a Stoic. 3. How to respond. A Stoic approach. Approach here are 6 practical Stoic-inspired ways to handle this question with poise and strength. 1. Flip the script when she asks, "How old are you?" Smile calmly and respond, "Old enough to know what I want, but young enough to still enjoy life." Follow with, "And you, how old are you? I need to be sure you're not too young for me." This response shifts the power dynamic. You remain confident, witty, and composed by turning the question back to her. You display self-respect and high standards. 2. Playful exaggeration humor is a sign of emotional strength. Respond with a confident grin. "Old enough to be your grandfather, just kidding. I've seen a few more sunsets than you, but that's the best part." This answer is light witty and avoids desperation. You own your years while inviting her to see the joy in them. 3. Let her guess. Turn the question into a game smile and say, "Take a guess. How old do you think I am?" She will often underestimate being polite. Add 2 years to her guess with a smirk. Close just a bit older, but still young enough to keep up this method. Keeps the interaction playful and confident without clinging to the number itself. F-frame it positively. Own your age with pride. "I'm in my 40s and they've been the best years of my life. Experience, perspective, and the freedom to be myself. I wouldn't trade them for anything." This answer conveys gratitude, maturity, and assurance. You show her that your age is not a flaw, but an asset. 5. Curiosity as a tool. Respond calmly and with intrigue. "Why do you ask? Do you think my age would make me any less interesting?" This keeps the focus on the connection between you both, subtly reminding her that your years are irrelevant in the face of shared chemistry. 6. Silence is power. Sometimes less is more. When she asks, pause for a moment, smile knowingly and say, "Let's not worry about numbers. I'd rather focus on us." Enjoying this moment, this minimalistic approach is powerful. It conveys confidence and emotional control, 2 traits that younger women find deeply attractive. 4. The philosophy behind 4. The philosophy behind these responses. These responses at the heart of Stoic philosophy lies a simple yet powerful truth. Control what is within your power and accept what is beyond it. Your age, like the passing of time is a reality. You cannot alter, so why allow it to disturb your peace? Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you but how you react to it. That matters when someone questions your age. It is not the inquiry itself that carries weight, but your response that lays bare the state of your mind, to react with discomfort, to stammer explanations, or to grasp for reassurance, is to surrender your composure, and with it, the respect of those observing you. A man unsettled by such a trivial question reveals a deeper uncertainty within himself. a lack of grounding in his worth. The Stoic knows better. He does not flinch at what cannot be changed, nor does he view his age as a flaw to justify. Instead, he responds with calm authority, a quiet confidence that speaks louder than words. A touch of humour or the steady tone of a man unshaken conveys an undeniable truth. Truth. His value is not up for negotiation. His worth is not tethered to numbers, nor does it depend on anyone's approval. This reaction measured, confident and unbothered distinguishes the Stoic man. It is the mark of someone who has mastered himself and has built his foundation on unshakable principles rather than fleeting perceptions. He communicates strength, without force, charm, without desperation, and self-assurance, without arrogance. In truth, the question of age is never really about years. It is a subtle measure of who you are. Will you crumble under its weight, or will you stand firm, revealing that your identity is built on something far more enduring? The Stoic man, unyielding and resolute, chooses the latter, leaving no room for doubt about the strength of his character. 5. Why emotional connection? 5. Why emotional connection triumphs over numbers. Triumphs over numbers in the eyes of a woman age is rarely a rigid boundary. It is not the number itself that holds power, but the way you make her feel. A man who ignites inspiration, fosters security, and evokes admiration renders age irrelevant when you forge an emotional connection. Authentic, deep, and undeniable years fade into insignificance, leaving only the strength of the bond you create. Ask yourself, do you inspire her with the way you live your life? Do you show her a vision of strength, stability, and purpose that she cannot ignore? Do you make her feel seen, valued, and alive in your presence? These are not questions of age, but of character. A man's years matter little when his actions, words, and energy awaken something profound within her, a sense of belonging, of being understood, and of witnessing true depth. Women crave what is rare, they seek maturity over immaturity, confidence over bravado, and stability over chaos. They long for someone who carries himself with purpose and whose presence offers refuge from the noise of the world. Age alone cannot create these virtues, but experience, discipline, and wisdom can. To embody these qualities is to dissolve any barriers that time might attempt to build. The Stoic man understands this truth. He does not obsess over his years, nor does he attempt to fight the march of time. Instead, he invests in himself, his mind, his actions, and his principles, so that his presence radiates strength and calm. Assurance. He does not rely on youth to impress, nor does he fear its absence. His worth lies in the depth of his being, in his ability to inspire, uplift, and connect on a level that transcends the superficial for the man who can awaken. A woman's spirit, numbers become trivial. The emotional connection he creates stands as a timeless force, one that no clock can diminish. 6 pitfalls to avoid, what not to say. There are responses that, no matter how well-intentioned, instantly betray insecurity, saying, I'm 50, but I look younger, or I still have energy. I exercise a lot, reeks of a man pleading for validation, a man uncomfortable in his own skin. In worse still is that okay with you surrenders your worth entirely, placing it in someone else's hands. These words do not inspire, they repel, they expose a crack in your foundation, a lack of acceptance, a quiet desperation to be enough. A Stoic man avoids such pitfalls because he knows that true confidence whispers. It does not beg to be noticed, he does not seek approval, nor does he offer explanations for his age to justify or apologize for his years, is to concede that they are a flaw. But age to the man who has lived well is no blemish. It is a badge of honor. His silence, calm and self-assured, speaks volumes. It conveys a man at peace with who he is, unshaken by the judgments of others when asked about his age. The Stoic responds simply without adornment or defense. He might smile knowingly or reply with a touch of humor, but his tone remains steady, his demeanor unwavering. He understands that his value is not up for negotiation, and it certainly does not hinge on another's perception. Insecurity, when exposed, is like a leak in a dam. It spreads and weakens. A man who rattles under such a trivial question invites doubt where there should be a certainty. The Stoic man, however, leaves no room for doubt. His composure, rooted in self-respect and acceptance, is unbreakable. He needs no one's permission to own his years, because he wears them like armor, earned unshakable, and undeniably, his 7 a final word of Stoic wisdom. Seneca once reflected, "We suffer 7. A final word of Stoic wisdom, more in imagination than in reality. How often do men allow their minds to weave barriers where none truly exist? The question of age, so feared by many, is not the obstacle. It is imagined to be a younger woman does not care about the number you give. She cares about the man who stands before her when she asks. Your age, recognize it not as an attack, but as an opportunity. It is a moment to reveal the substance of your character, your strength, your earned wisdom, and your unshakable self-assurance. There is no need to cower behind apologies or justification. Respond with calm, grace, perhaps a touch of humor, but always with power, like a man who owns every step of the journey he has walked. Your years are not a weakness. They are the proof of a life lived with purpose and resilience. Each passing moment, each triumph and each trial endured has forged the man you are today. To see your age as a flaw is tradition of the lessons and growth it has brought you. Instead, wear it with pride, as a testament to the experiences that have refined you. The truth is this timeless confidence will always outshine youthful insecurity. A man unsure of himself will stumble no matter his age, but a man rooted in his worth, a man who carries his years like a mantle of wisdom, cannot be overlooked. Let the question remind you of who you are, a man shaped by time, strengthened by struggle, and grounded by principles. And in that moment of inquiry, when you meet her gaze with steady confidence, you will embody a truth that transcends all numbers. The most attractive man is the one who knows his value is eternal. 8. Ready-made responses for 8. Ready-made responses for the Stoic man. The Stoic man. A Stoic man understands that a question about age is not a trap, but an opportunity to demonstrate his composure, wit, and quiet strength. How he answers reflects not just his confidence, but the depth of his character. The right words spoken with calm humor and poise reveal far more than a number ever could. Here are responses that encapsulate the essence of the Stoic man, one old enough to know that answering that question would be far less interesting than getting to know you better with a touch of wit and charm. This response shifts the focus from the trivial to the meaningful, demonstrating confidence without arrogance. 2. I'll trade you my agid for. A story tell me the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you. First, playful and light-hearted, this answer reframes the interaction, turning the question into an engaging exchange. It reveals a man unbothered by numbers and focused on building genuine connections. 3 numbers don't define people connection does, and I think that's what we should focus on. Don't you agree? This response reflects emotional depth and mature it. It communicates that you prioritize what truly matters. Shared understanding, experiences, and authenticity for why reduce something so complex to a number. Let's talk about dreams, ideas, and everything that makes life worth living. A Stoic man sees beyond superficiality. This answer projects thoughtfulness and emotional intelligence qualities that transcend age and inspire admiration. Each of these responses reflects a man who is firmly grounded in his worth, a man who meets the question of age with humour, composure and wisdom. There is no defensiveness, no pleading for validation. Instead, there is an effortless confidence that sets him apart for the Stoic. Such interactions are not challenges to overcome, but moments to shine, to embody timeless principles that make him not just a man of years, but a man of substance, conclusion. In life, as in Stoic philosophy, it is not the questions we face, but how we respond to them that defines us when asked your age. You are offered more than a query about numbers. You are given a canvas to reveal your unshakable composure, wisdom, and quiet strength. The Stoic man does not falter or hide behind self-doubt. He understands that his years are not chained, but wings forged by every lesson, every trial, every triumph to own one's. A G is to own one's journey. It is the mark of a man who refuses to be bound by fleeting opinions, who sees each R wrinkle not as a sign of decay, but as a testament to a life lived with purpose. Confidence, after all, is not loud or boastful. It is silent, magnetic and undeniable. It speaks to the depth of a man who stands firm in who he is and all that he has become. So let your words reflect your unshaken foundation, your gaze carry as the calm of certainty, and your praise speak of a timeless truth. Your worth transcends numbers, for it is anchored in character resilience and self-mastery. In this, you embody the essence of the Stoic man, a man whose strength turns curiosity into admiration, and whose quiet confidence renders doubt powerless. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts. Below, how do you carry your years with pride, your insights? May inspire others on their path to self-mastery. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join us on this journey of wisdom and growth after all. As Stoics believe, life's true. Value lies not in what we count, but in how we live.